again with another live. I hope that everybody is doing well, and I hope that everybody is staying safe. So you guys, this live is not going to be too long, but I just wanted to talk about an interesting two topics. So I wanted to talk about how the narcissist wants power and control over your life, and they want to be able to dictate situations and control every aspect of your life. And I also wanted to talk about holiday hoovers. Thanksgiving is coming up, Christmas is coming up, so just be aware of that. And I also wanted to talk about stalkers. Just understand that the narcissist will stalk you, especially if they feel like, you got something that they want, or they feel like maybe you hurt them or you did something to them, or whatever the case may be. Just understand that. But if this is you guys' first time, again, I am a narcissist abuse coach. Me, myself, I've been dealing with narcissists since 2006, and since 2017, I have been helping former victims, now survivors, heal and move on and recover after dealing with narcissistic abuse. And how I have been able to do that is by my coaching sessions, my courses, just advice that I provide, insight, readings, and things like that, encouragement and uplifting people in these videos, right? And things like that. So, but yes, you guys, I just wanted to talk a little bit about that because that is a big thing. Sorry about that, y'all. Connected. Okay, we're back. So, but yeah, you guys, just be careful. And the reason why I bring this up is because I know that an individual was dealing with a female narcissist, and I know the female narcissists are worse than the men, my personal opinion. Especially because female narcissists are very, competitive, they're jealous, they're envious, they're controlling, they're manipulative, they're deceptive, they're passive aggressive, right? And they like to start drama and gossip, and they like to spread lies on people, right? And that's the worst thing. I feel like, when a person lies on you, that's so deceitful, like it's so cunning, and it just really shows, that type of person that they're willing to do anything, they're willing to lie to get a result. Like, that's pathetic, right? So anyways, I wanted to talk about how with the narcissist, they will try to control you after you're no longer in their life. And the reason I mention that is because this was happening to a person that we actually had a session, and this individual talked about how the narcissist looked at his stories. And a lot of the times when the narcissist looks at your stories, especially like if they quote unquote moved on or they're dealing with someone else, it means something. It's not just by innocence, right? So a lot of the times the narcissist will view your stories because, again, they could be trying to pique your interest. They could be trying to see if you've moved on. They could try to see if you're happy, how you feel, and things like that. And so what the narcissist does is they'll look at your stories because they may want you to reach out. They want you to reach out. And really, the narcissist wants you to reminisce. They want you to think about the good times. They want you to reminisce about how, the love bombing phase and, things like that. Because a lot of the times we will do that just because, that other live that we talked about, how the narcissist secretly, or how we secretly still want to be with the narcissist, or we secretly want things to work with the narcissist and things like that. And there's no shame in that because, again, that was me for many years. So, I can admit that. And so that individual kind of admitted it too as well. They basically said, like, they kind of was waiting for the narcissist and really wanting to still kind of be with the narcissist, things like that. Hello there. Sorry about that, y'all. Bear with me one moment. Lord Jesus, help me. Hold on. Ooh, wee. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. Let me go around the other side. My bad, y'all. Forgive me. I have to. Oh, there's a lot of bees out right now. Oh my God, y'all. There's so many bees. There's too many right now. I don't know. Is there like a certain season going on? There's a season. So, but I'm out here, y'all. Not gonna be too long or nothing like that. But I just want to make sure that I can get on the live and talk to you guys without any interruptions. and stuff like that. Oh Lord, I hope I can. Oh Lord. So yeah, okay, so we're better now. All right. So you guys, basically, like I said, I just want you to be mindful when you're dealing with a narcissist. Just understand that a lot of them will try to control you. They will try to control your life, and they may even try to control situations so that way they can, feel powerful. That way they can feel like, a sense of, I don't know, accomplishment, or they may want to feel better about a situation. But just understand you have the power, right? You have the control, and don't allow the narcissist to control you, even though they're no longer in your life, because you don't have any power over the narcissist. You can't dictate what the narcissist does. The narcissist is going to do what they do regardless. So you don't allow them to be able to control your life, right? And now, for those of you that are actually married to the narcissist, that's another thing too, because they'll try to control you through the kids. They could try to control you through the court systems. They could try to control you through finances. They could try to control you with assets and things like that. So, it is something to just be mindful of, excuse me, and be aware of when it comes to dealing with the narcissist, right? So hopefully that makes sense. And hey, everybody, make sure that you give the video a like, share, and subscribe. And let me know, do you guys feel like the narcissist tries to control you and your life, even though you're no longer in the narcissist's life, right? Like sometimes the narcissist likes to be able to trigger you, right? The narcissist likes to make you cry. They want to get you upset. They want you to really be in your feelings, so really they can have their way with you. They want to be able to have their way with you. They want to be able to, you know make you like a puppet. You guys ever seen that puppet thing where they have the strings? Like, that's how the narcissist wants to be able to control you. They want to be able to manipulate you and use you for like what you got, and use you for resources, maybe even use you for clout. Like some narcissists are so desperate for attention, they'll try to come on your lives and stuff like that, because maybe they feel like they want you to say their name. They want attention like that. Some narcissists are so desperate in that way, and it's just like, no, I'm not going to say your name, I'm not going to acknowledge you. Like, no. So just give it up, so but yeah, so I hope that was helpful. But yeah, so like I said, the gentleman that I had, we've been having sessions, which I'm super grateful he reached out. And you guys, please feel free, if you ever want to talk to me about narcissistic abuse, if you ever want to talk to me about the situation that you're dealing with, don't be afraid to reach out. It's okay. You're not alone. It happens to a lot of us. You're not going to be judged, you're not going to be criticized and made to feel bad, because and that's the thing. I understand why a lot of people feel hesitant about reaching out, because they feel like they're going to be criticized, judged, embarrassed. And I don't want you guys to feel that way. I want you to know that I've been through it too. And, I'm just like you, or I was just like you, and I was able to overcome it, right? And I'm still overcoming, and I'm grateful for the experience at the end of the day, because I realized, I have the power. You don't give your power away, you keep your power. You keep, you know, yourself in control, and you keep God first. That's really gonna help you. The biggest thing that really helped me with my healing was keeping God first, and knowing that I had God's protection, and that nothing or no one could harm me. Even though, the narcissist that I used to work with, that it was a female narc, and this person was doing magic, and I guess that they felt like their magic was gonna have some sort of impact on me, and it didn't. And so, it's some narcissists get that desperate, or they'll get other people to help them, like I told you guys, like when I was at work, this person, so not only did they gang stalk me, but they had other people gang stalking me, right? And so that she tried to make me feel afraid, and then she got other people involved, right? So some narcissists feel like since they can't do it on their own, they have to get other people to help them. So you just want to be careful. And the beautiful thing about me is, like, when you have God on your side, because I know a lot of people maybe have dealt with that, but when you have God on your side, you have all the help you need, because if you are on God's side, then he will protect you from any demons or any magic or any spells or anything that that narcissist could be trying to do towards you, right? So you do want to be careful about that. But yes, hey everybody, hey guys. So yes, like the video, leave a comment. But yeah, so like I said, that individual, he was just, to me, in that sense, I do feel like that narcissist did still have a little bit of control over that person, over him, because that individual really did love the narcissist. And it's different, like when you actually love the narcissist, they know that, and so they still feel like they can, you know, have a say in your life, or they can have a say if you move on or not, or they can have a say on your emotions. So but if you don't love the narcissist, then it's easier for you to see the situation for what it is, without any illusions, or without any clouded judgment, without you feeling like, oh, there's something there. Because I think what trips a lot of people out is the fact that the narcissist moves on, or they quote unquote move on quickly, and so that really confuses a lot of people. It makes them feel like, oh, the narcissist has changed, the narcissist is happy, the narcissist is a new person, and maybe I need to wait for the narcissist one day, or maybe they'll come back, maybe they'll apologize and they'll acknowledge what they've done to me. But the thing is that the narcissist is never going to do that, right? That's why a lot of us, we hold on to hope. And we also, what happens as well is like we begin to blame ourselves for the situation. We blame the ending of the relationship on ourselves. We, you know, we question our own judgment. We feel like, oh, you know, there was something that I could have done, there's something that I could have said. It's like there's a lot of regrets, right? There's a lot of regrets. There's a lot of remorse. There's a lot of sadness, maybe even loneliness and stuff like that. Hey guys, what's up? Thank you. You know, and again, there's no closure, there's no sense of like peace, there's no sense of like, okay, and there's always a door that's left open, right? And others of you, you know, let's say if you decide to be friends with a narcissist, that makes it, you know, even more confusing, because you know, sometimes they'll treat you good and sometimes they may not, you know. And then you know, if they feel like they're not getting anywhere with you, then the abuse comes. But then if they feel like they are, then they'll they'll be sweet. But if they feel like, you know, they're not getting anything out of you, then that's when, you know, the arguments will start, you know, the put downs, the belittlement, you know, the cycle of devaluation. The devaluation cycle will continue, right? So yeah, I hope that that was helpful. Yeah, see. So yeah, you guys got to be careful. Like I said, you have the power. Keep your power. And even if let's say if a narcissist is doing spell work on you, or they're doing magic, they're doing rituals, like the one that was doing that to me at the job that I was working at, then the only thing you got to do is say whatever that person is sending to you, send it back to them tenfold. You get what I'm saying? And I know, like, I used to pray every day before I went into work. I was like, God, protect me from that individual. Like I said, I knew who the person was, but I never really talked to that individual. So, but I knew like what they were doing, and I knew that, like I said, they were trying to get a group of people to like harass me and try to scare me away, right? And but it didn't work, because it's just like, why would I be afraid of you? Like, you get what I'm saying? It's like, no, only person I'm afraid of is God himself, you know. So it's just like, no, I'm, yeah. But you know, they tried it, right? They tried it. And so but it's just like, you know, it is what it is. At the end of the day, you know, people have to learn things on their own. And so yeah. So, anyways, you guys, what else? But yeah, be careful of holiday hoovers. Be careful of holiday hoovers. Thanksgiving is coming up. What is everybody doing for Thanksgiving? Does anybody celebrate Thanksgiving? Everybody celebrate Christmas? Anything like that? Let me know. I would love to know what you guys plan on doing. Um, but yeah, it's just really interesting. Like now, if you're in the phase where you know you're healing and you're recovering after the abuse, you know, just be patient. That's the best thing that I could say. Be patient. You know, yeah. What are you guys doing? Mostly in your head, yeah. And the thing is it's a mindset, really. Like when you're dealing with the abuse, or let's say the narcissist is doing magic on you, a lot of the times the reason why they're doing magic is because they could be trying to cause confusion. They could be trying to get you to think something that normally you wouldn't think. And a lot of times when the narcissist does magic, they'll do magic, either that they'll do it themselves or they'll pay somebody else to do it. And they'll, like I said, they're trying to, confuse you or get you to make a bad decision, to get your mind to be cluttered and stuff like that. Or a lot of the times, if they've done magic on you, they could be pursuing you heavy. They could be calling you and texting you a lot and trying to make it seem like, oh, everything is normal, everything is fine, but it's really not. They're doing that because they're trying to get something from you. You get what I'm saying? So, you have to really be careful now. And I know sometimes, let's say you have a friend, and let's say maybe you've been a victim of gang stalking by the narcissist, and let's say that friend has a different experience with that narcissist. Maybe that friend hasn't had the same experience. So just understand that the narcissist treats people differently. Let's say if you have been, there's two type of targets for the narcissist. It's one target that the narcissist hates, and then the other target the narcissist is, they may fake like, but they're only trying to like them because they're trying to get something from that person. You get what I'm saying? So there's two different types of targets. Now the target that I was for the individual that I worked with, I was the target where that individual hated me for no reason. Well, I know the reason, but they hated me and still probably do. I don't care. But hated me because they felt like I took something from them, which I did not. And so, but this individual, I guess, thought of a clever plan. They thought it was clever, right? To try to get me out of the position that I was working at. I left when I wanted to, not when they wanted me to. So, anyways, but yeah, so they gang stalked me, try to follow me around at work. And like I said, you guys can read about this in my book. Highly recommend it. It's really good. Um, you can pre-order it. But yeah, so you have to be mindful, and I guess that she really thought it was going to work. It's like, no, it's not going to work on me. I guess maybe it worked on other people, but no, not with me. Definitely not with me. So but yeah, so you do have to be careful about that. And so things like like I said, intimidation, bullying, harassment, stalking does occur quite often. No plans for the holidays? Hey y'all. Yes, fool me once, fool me twice. Yeah. Yeah, and narcissists, especially female narcissists, they're desperate, super desperate, always competing, always trying to fight over some stupid stuff, or always lying. And that individual lied on me so much, like it's crazy, like so crazy. But like I said, luckily I had the experience, dealing with narcissists, that I could spot that person, you know, so that was a thing. So I'm glad that I never did anything to get myself in trouble, because I know that was her aim. I know that that's what she wanted for me. She was trying to provoke me. She was trying to get me to react. Narcissists, they'll do that. They'll try to provoke you. They'll try to get you to have a reaction. They'll try to get you to blow up because they want you that, however they have already smeared you, they want that, for that to manifest for you. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, but it's like, no, 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 not with me. Maybe with other people, but definitely not with me. So but yeah, but they definitely tried it. So you do have a lot of that going on. That's why I'm saying it's really important to do your healing, because if you don't do your healing, if you don't do your healing, then stuff like that can make you have a reaction. Stuff like that can get you into trouble, because you will lose control. You will be all over the place. You'll, have a really bad reaction to stuff like that. You don't know what's going on, but once you heal from that, then people that are on lower vibrations doesn't have an impact on you, because you're like, oh, I see what you're doing. I know, yeah, it's not going to work. And no magic is ever it's not going to work not on me. Maybe it works on other people. See, the thing about, that's why I said this is important you heal, because if a person that does magic on you, they're doing magic because I guess normally the people that they do it on is low vibrational. So if you do magic on a person that's done their healing, that's done, they've already introspected, they've already, worked past their demons, they've already worked past their insecurities. It's not going to work because you're like, I already see what you're doing. Like, I've already seen that type of demon. I used to live with a demon. Like, you get what I'm saying? I grew up around people that were really bad. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. So I'm already seeing you a mile away. So you got the right one. Definitely got the right one. So, um, but what was I gonna say? But yeah, holiday hoovers. Be careful of holiday hoovers. Again, narcissist just wants to cause drama. They want to cause chaos. They want to stir things up. They want to get you going. They want to get you riled up and upset, so you'll have an emotional outburst, right? They want you to strike, they want you to attack, because then they can play the victim and be like, hey, look, see, I told you, like, you get what I'm saying? So they want to, so as soon as you attack them, then they can go ahead and play the victim. But it's just like, no, no, no. So, yeah, they really are. And you be like, you think you're crazy? I'm crazy too. Yeah, you got the right one, right? So, some people they be like that. So, but yeah, so that's pretty much what this video is about. I just want you guys just to, you know it's okay to deal with certain experiences, but get help. You guys, don't be afraid to reach out. If let's say you've dealt with a situation, you worked at a job and the job has caused you trauma, like my job did cause me trauma. Go, reach out, speak out. Don't be afraid to speak what happened to you, because remember, this could help somebody else. Because a lot of people, and y'all raise your hand, be honest, you guys work at jobs that are toxic, right? A lot of people work at jobs that are hateful. Bosses are hateful, bosses are critical, and they don't care about you. Like, I seen that firsthand. My bosses, they didn't care about me. They didn't care about my health. They didn't care about my safety, because if they did, they wouldn't have allowed a female narcissist to attack me like that, how she was trying to, right? Or stalk me and try to bully me, try to intimidate me. They wouldn't have allowed that. And the first time that I said something about it, they should have, took action, but they didn't. It was dismissed. And I think it was also because that person was cool with the one of the boss ladies or whatever. She was cool with her. And I was still kind of new. So, and then I think there was also some jealousy too with the big boss lady anyways. But that's for another video. But yeah, it says always the ones that has nothing to live for always cause it. Yeah. A lot of these narcissists, they don't have nothing going on. They don't got nothing going on. They ain't doing nothing. They bored watching you on YouTube. They just bored and lonely and depressed and sad, and they don't got nothing to lose. So of course they're gonna try to come for you. You get what I'm saying? Thank y'all. I appreciate it. But yeah, it's the truth. The truth will set you free. Sometimes the truth hurts. So yeah, the truth hurts, but the truth is sometimes what we need to hear. But it's a lot of people don't like to hear it. So, but yes, be mindful of the holiday time. Just understand, yes, the narcissists, they may try to ruin it. I know, like with my auntie, especially like after I moved out of her house, like she would try to ruin things for me. And really the biggest thing is, I think there was a lot of resentment because she wanted me to like still live with her. She didn't want me to like leave, basically. She wanted me to like pretty much try to take care of her for the rest of her life, just like how my cousin, my older cousin, which was her oldest son, he still lives with her. And I think that's how my auntie, she wanted it for me. And I'm just like, I mean, if she would have treated me better, I would have been open to like, being around more often. But since, she mistreated me, it's just like, no, you know? So, yeah. So hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and sign out. I'm gonna cut this video short. It's not gonna be too long, but we'll come back. We'll talk about some more topics. But remember, keep your power. Don't allow the narcissist to control you. And even if they're trying to do magic on you, just disregard it. Just understand that they're desperate. Just understand that they want to feel like they're doing something and they're not. But sometimes you have to play. Be like, okay, I know you're doing magic. That's fine. Or I know you did magic in the past. It's never gonna work. So you might as well just give it up, right? But just keep the focus on you. Keep your power. Don't allow the narcissist to control your life. You control yourself. You control your emotions. You control your life, and keep God first. All right. I love you guys, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye. Oh, hey, Kate, what's up? Yeah. So share with us, Kate, how was your aunt? I was gonna sign up, but Kate came in the room. Kate, where aren't you in Canada? Is that correct? I think we like a couple of years ago. I think I had sent you something when I was doing those giveaways. I think you're in Canada, correct, Kate? And Kate mentioned that she also dealt with a narcissist. I think it was somebody at her job that was trying to be fake friends with her and trying to get close to her, and she was being mistreated. So again, this is not just in the U.S. I'm in the United States. I'm an American, but this happens in all countries. Mistreatment at work, bosses taking advantage of their employees. There's a lot of favoritism at these jobs. People are being overworked, underpaid. It's really sad, and it's just like there's people that enjoy that type of stuff when they go to the job, but then there's also people that just want to go to their job. They want to clock in and clock out and go. Like they're not trying to deal with all that craziness. You get what I'm saying? So it's unfortunate for the people that are innocent, and how I was innocent in the job situation. It was like that person took their anger out on me. And it's like, well, you're mad at me. You should be mad at that person that, whatever it is that you're doing. You shouldn't be mad at me. You shouldn't be, gang stalking me and harassing me. You should be harassing that other person. You get what I'm saying? But, a lot, like I said, a lot of narcissists are cowards, right? They're very cowardly. So, and like I said, that person never said a word to me. But the thing about, especially if it's a spiritual narcissist or a narcissist that does magic, it's not seen sometimes, or it's not heard. It's like it's the energy. You get what I'm saying? So, but yeah, she thought she was real sneaky. It's like, no, I'm on to you. I know what's up. So yeah. But anyway, y'all, I'm signing out. So I will see you all in the next one. Be sure to give this video a like, share, and subscribe. And like I said, if you guys want any support from me, make sure that you go to my website and you inquire about the products and the services that I do offer. But till the next time, love you guys. Take care.